My recording's been running for like 30 minutes. Oh, I just chewed through so much storage space. God dang it. And here we are, my magnum opus. Baguette. Long ship. But I thought it would be cool if we had a long ship. A long range ship. So what if there was a ludicrously long flying ship that circled at a distance, but it curved so that every single segment of the ship had a gun pointing directly at the enemy ship? So I was coming home from work and tragedy struck. My phone died. So I had to turn on the radio, which I didn't even know that shit still existed. So I'm listening, flipping through the radio to see what they have on, and it's so funny, because let's see if I can remember what it was. Hang on, I wrote it down. It was a Bible reading sermon, or a Bible reading, country music, Christian music, all-in Christian counseling, a solid 2 or 3 minutes of just pharmaceutical ads. I gave up trying to figure out what was supposed to be on there. For all I know, that's just the pharmaceutical ad only channel. A Christian self-help podcast, a news station that was like refreshingly woke. Like they were talking about like outreach done in black communities in California, and boomer music. Like I'm talking like Jerry Lee Lewis stuff. Don't get me wrong, I do have Jerry Lee Lewis music on my own personal playlist, even though he like dated his cousin or whatever. And then more Christian music. It was amazing. Well, it was awful, but like, it was funny. Black and white, the red, this, not white, red. The red stripe makes it go faster. Alright. Boom. Perfect. Oh, it stops doing it's doing something weird. Oh, I had a mirror on. I think that didn't do anything. It was doing this thing earlier where it was, for some reason, the sub-object was shiny. Like, you see how it's actually nice and shiny looking? For some reason, the sub-object was this, like, shiny cherry red, but the main object wasn't. But now it's working fine. Yes. It would be kind of cool. Horribly vulnerable, but it'd be kind of cool if there was an exposed engine on the back of this thing. Damn it, I forgot to... I didn't prefab, like, deep enough, and the entire bottom of every segment of my ship is actually incomplete. Oh. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, that looks weird. Alright, so if there's not a single, not the rotation speed limiter, the idle azimuth, we just set it to 0. Hopefully I didn't set the rotation speed limit. Alright, so this is the radius of the circle we want to make. So here's how we're going to do it. Okay, so we've got, this is our ship. This is our ship. So the way it works is it's like a bunch of segments like these. This is obviously quite exaggerated. This is the range. Hear me out. So now we need to measure this. So really we need to measure this and double it. Well, actually no. We need to be measuring this. So if we call this, we're just going to call this A. What we need to find is 180 minus 2 of that. And this is also A. This is R, so now we can use the law of cosines. All right, so B is 180 minus 2A. Oh shit. Oh shit. So B is what we want. So we just want the inverse cosine of L squared. That's it. What about the radius? That's not right. I fucked something up. That ain't right. Oh, I subtracted these from each other when this is multiplied by this. All right. This is what we need to set all of our turrets to. All right. 55. 55 is the length of our segments. This should be correct. All right, let's put a fake 1. So now, oh my god, if it's a mere 100 blocks away, it'll coil around it. The only issue is this one doesn't move. An issue I knew I would have, but I thought it would move a little bit more. I don't get why there isn't just an off button on these. It would be really nice, especially for like when you're flicking through. When you're like trying to select, oh, what do I want to set? It defaults to rotation speed limiter and then just sets it automatically. It's like, can I please pause you while I'm like trying to figure out what I want to actually do? Like, I really wish I could just pause it while I'm setting the stuff up, so I'm not just assigning like random variables with whatever the hell I happen to be putting in. Alright, now look at that. You can tell which one's the original because it's not shiny for some reason. How would it look at a more reasonable combat distance of, like, we are engaging at 2,000 meters? I like this. Why is it twitching? What? Alright. Whoa. Oh my god, it's laggy. Why is it so laggy? Oh no. Oh no. I need to make... Oh god. I need to make the PIDs a little more gentle. Alright. This fuck-ass automatic control. What the hell? Did it hit the bottom of the sea? All these middle ones are going to be down, and then further out towards the end, like the final caps will be the pitch ones. I set these all to down instead of up. Whoops. But I'm going to have to cheat. So, sad that I built all those engines and thrusters for nothing. Due to unfortunate limitations of the engine, we have to just make a tiny thing, and we'll turn this invisible soon. This thing is going to be our engine. And it's going to fly around and carry the main ship. The actual, real ship with a tractor beam. It's sad to see, though. Prefab engines are good enough. They're not really good. They're just kind of... They're really janky, actually. Not very optimized. And again, I say that, but optimized engines are like the true jank. Optimized engines are terrifying. Now we just need to hope that this thing is balanced. And maybe it's not wise to put it up against something that will throw its balance off with a... it might be too fast. Holy shit, it might be too fast. This thing's 90 miles an hour? Oh, I guess it's just straight up needle. I think this is a little too fast. What if I do this? Should get even faster. Yeah, this thing is crazy fast. And it's circling very consistently. If If the tractor beam can keep up, I would do this. If the tractor beam can keep up, this will be really funny looking. I think I'm gonna go back to my original name for it. I don't like spaghetti. This is going to be the floppy baguette. And this is going to be the flopper. Okay. And now it's locked on. Oh, it's quite beautiful, in fact. It's really nice to see it fully working. And I think this is fair because I'm not using any scummy weapons. It's purely just cram cannons. I love seeing them come in from like significantly different angles. That's so funny. You would think it you would think it was multiple different ships, but nope. It's just a perfect arc. That looks so funny. Oh god. Oh god, the Kalmar! I think those are all hitting. Or at least half of them are. Now, I could significantly reduce the price of this. I could significantly cut the price by destroying all of these engines and everything, but this already feels cheaty. And I don't want to do it. Keep in mind, we would normally have all of these engines and everything. And that was the plan, but this is because of buggy physics engine that we're doing this. We're not actually, like, trying to cheese it. I forgot to give it an ass. My fault. Now, we just make this thing invisible, and our ship is done. With 1.3 million materials, definitely not justified for what it does. Alright, we're just copying an invisible mimic that hides the original mesh. No one will know. No one will know. No one will know. From the depths froze, and now every time I try to launch it, it just gets stuck. It's been like launching for 5 minutes. I canceled it and restarted, and was the floppy baguette too much? There it goes. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Those were some insane builds. Those were even real. And we're done. The floppy baguette is now complete. Oh, no, we aren't even paused. We're just that steady. This is like uncannily steady. I genuinely thought it was like paused or floating or broken or something. Oh, right. What does it do once it sees something? That was like a magic trick. Oh, I should also make its jet trails invisible. Okay. Ah. I spawned in the bridge and then flew out. Let's see how this thing gets damaged. Let's see how this thing takes damage. Oh, shit. I don't think the contraband is long for this world, but... These are doom crams. These are not good weapons. They're honestly not going to hold it together very... What was that? Oh, it's in God mode. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. I'm like, how did it genuinely do nothing? Alright, let's see how well it handles something in its price range behind it. This thing is crazy overpriced, so... It's also ridiculously laggy. Let's crank up the graphics. Surely that will remedy the lag. Alright, now it's just gotta fire. Fire the cannons. Why is it... What? Does it not know how to aim? Where the fuck are you aiming at? How slow? Hang on. How slow are these barrels to turn? 0.2 degrees every second? Oh no. Individually reworking every single barrel on my ship. Alright, I hope I'm capturing this, but thank you for watching. Leave suggestions in the comments below, or leave them in my Discord. I'm much more likely to respond there in the suggestions channel. But yeah. I have no idea what my computer is doing, and I can't seem to recover it, so have a nice day.